Good morning, Raiders. It's another Friday and it's December already. How fast does this school year go? I want to thank all the parents so far who have participated in the survey. If you have not gotten your email, it will come out. So what it does is every 90 days, throughout those 90 days, everybody in our school will get that survey. And then after that 90 days, you'll get another survey. And then that will kind of continue throughout the school year, and then we'll pause it during the summer and then start it up again. In the survey, you'll have some questions every time that we're asking, because we want to track to see how we're doing throughout the year. That's the key about this survey, is the continued input from you guys so that we can make changes throughout the year if need to be. We're here to work together. We're here to work with you guys, and not with the end of the year emails or surveys. You only can change things for the next year. So this is going to help us to make any changes that we have to throughout the year, then also track some stuff. There are going to be sometimes we're going to throw questions out there, like there's 2 questions about our church services, like the traditional, or if we had like a contemporary service. That's just to get your guys' input and see something works. There might be a question about, what if we were able to provide this sport for this, the little kids, or this sport for the little kids or the big kids, or maybe how can we get the robotics team back in play? And then so there's going to be other questions throughout the years that we ask, so that we can get engagement of what we should do and how we should move. This is, again, partnership. If you have any questions about the survey or anything, let me know. There is a spot for you can write some comments, and you can even mark it anonymous if you want to. The great thing also is when we see those comments, we can reply back to you. Even if you mark it anonymous, supposedly we can reply back to you even though we don't know who you are, but we can get you maybe some information back if you had something in there. So again, thank you for the parents that have already received that email, and some of you guys have completed it, and I can see some of you have at least opened it and then started it maybe. So please, it's so important to have these surveys done so that we can do a better job ourselves. We're always, I evaluate the teachers evaluate myself and the students, and we're always trying to improve. We're always trying to learn. So that's some of the things that we're trying to do. Part of that reason is why we brought Mrs. Drinan in, is to look at, especially between the church and the school, how can we unite and do some activities and so forth. So we've been brainstorming a lot, but that's why we're asking some questions, and so we can start gauging some stuff. One of the other things Mrs. Drinan is doing is right now on Thursdays, with the help of Mrs. Reinerson's mom that comes in. She came in last year too to help out. They're going to do what we're calling it RTI. It's to take students that are maybe struggling a little bit or are behind a little bit, and give them another opportunity to work on some stuff, to gain some skills. So we have the resource room where we have a professional person come in with resource skills and be able to work in small groups and one-on-one. We have the Westland help, where we will have students evaluated, and they will help us to tell us what we could do. They're kind of like our consultant. We have our speech teacher that's from Westland that can come. A lot of these things take time, and so the RTI is another thing that we can do to help those students that maybe they've been sick and they're behind a little bit, so they need that maybe 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to catch back up and be able to move forward. So that's going on. We have sports going on. Games start next week, our regular season. We have a away game on Tuesday, home game on Thursday. Potentially a scrimmage going on. We have some tournaments this year. The boys are working hard. I know the girls are working hard in cheerleading too, but being as the boys coach, they're working hard. I've been very impressed by just the skill levels that we increased from the team from last year to this year. I think this team this year is a lot better than our team last year even. But even the kids that didn't play last year, where they started from the beginning of this year to now, have improved immensely. So I keep working at that. They're surprised so much other, but this video is going on. So Mrs. Brickmo will be sending out an email today that will have even more information. The Big Kids Choir is singing on December 11th. We got Christmas programs coming up, and then the holidays. So with that, have a great rest of your day.